The younger generation today is very comfortable with quitting. They don't necessarily even have to have a job lined up, but they're very comfortable quitting. You see them going through...
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Nabila Balkis, and today I'll be presenting a contemporary issue in talent acquisition, which is high employee turnover among Gen Z workers in Malaysia. This issue has become increasingly important because many companies in Malaysia are struggling to retain young employees. According to the 2025 Salary Increase and Turnover Study by Aon Malaysia, Malaysia's employee attrition rate reached 18.2%, showing that employee turnover is becoming more serious. If we think about this carefully, an 18% turnover rate means almost 1 out of every 5 employees may leave their organization within a year, which is quite significant for companies. This issue is even more concerning because Gen Z and millennials are expected to make up more than 70% of Malaysia's workforce by 2035, according to Human Resources Online Malaysia. This means organizations will increasingly depend on younger workers in the future. So retaining them is very important for long-term business sustainability. This issue is also highly relevant today because the working culture has changed significantly after the COVID-19 pandemic. Many young employees now expect more flexibility, better mental health support, and a healthier working environment. Because of this, organizations can no longer use the same retention strategies that worked for previous generations. So what is employee turnover? Employee turnover refers to the situation where employees leave an organization and need to be replaced by new workers. In this case, many Gen Z employees voluntarily resign because they are dissatisfied with certain aspects of their jobs or receive better opportunities elsewhere. The first issue is job hopping behavior. Gen Z employees are more likely to switch jobs frequently compared to previous generations. If we look at workplace trends today, job changes every 1 to 2 years have become quite normal among young employees. This is very different compared to older generations who usually stayed longer in one company. This creates challenges for organizations because companies must repeatedly recruit, retrain, and reintegrate new employees. This process is not only costly, but also time-consuming and affects productivity. For example, when an experienced employee leaves, the company may lose important skills and knowledge. At the same time, existing employees may need to handle extra workload while waiting for a replacement. This can create stress within the organization and reduce overall efficiency. The second issue is work-life balance expectations. Gen Z place strong importance on flexibility, such as hybrid working, remote work, and flexible working hours. To put it simply, they are not only working for salary, but also lifestyle quality. They want time for personal life, mental health, and self-development. If companies cannot provide this flexibility, employees may feel overwhelmed and choose to leave the organization. This shows that employee expectations are changing. In the past, employees mainly focus on job security and salary. However, Gen Z employees are now paying more attention to emotional well-being, flexibility, and personal happiness in the workplace. The third issue is salary dissatisfaction. According to Aon Malaysia, salary growth in Malaysia is projected at only 4.8%, which may not meet the expectations of young employees. We also need to understand that Gen Z is very informed. They can easily compare salaries through platforms like JobStreet, LinkedIn, and even social media discussions. So when they feel underpaid or even slightly, they are more likely to look for other opportunities. This situation becomes more challenging, especially in urban areas like Kuala Lumpur, where living costs continue to increase. Young employees may feel financial pressure if their salary is not enough to support their lifestyle and future goals. The fourth issue is lack of career development opportunities. Gen Z employees expect continuous learning and fast career progression. If I simplify this, they don't just want a job, they want a clear career path. They want to know where they will be in the next 2 to 3 years. If this is not provided, they may feel stuck and eventually resign. Many Gen Z employees also value continuous learning because they want to remain competitive in the job market. If organizations fail to provide opportunities for growth, employees may believe that changing companies is the fastest way to develop their careers. This issue has several impacts on organizations, employees, and society. For organizations, high turnover increases recruitment and training costs. It also reduces productivity because new employees need time to adapt. In addition, team stability may also be affected because frequent changes disrupt workflow. For employees, changing jobs frequently may lead to instability. They may struggle to build long-term career growth and may face stress when adapting to new environment. For society and economy, high turnover can lead to talent shortage, especially in skilled industries such as technology, manufacturing, and services. Another impact is on customer service and organizational reputation. Frequent employee turnover may affect service quality because new employees may lack experience and familiarity with company procedures. Customers may also lose confidence if companies constantly change employees. However, there is also a positive side. High turnover forces organizations to improve their HR practice. Companies are pushed to offer better salaries, better benefits, and healthier work culture to stay competitive. If this issue is not addressed, organizations may continue losing skilled young workers. This will increase hiring costs and reduce overall productivity. In the long term, it may also affect competitiveness because companies will struggle to maintain a stable workforce. To solve this issue, organizations should implement several strategies. First, to reduce job hopping behavior, companies should improve employee engagement. Employees should feel valued, recognized, and involved in the organization. Second, to address work-life balance expectations, organizations should provide flexible working arrangements such as hybrid work and remote work. This is becoming very important in today's working environment. Third, to overcome salary dissatisfaction, employers should offer competitive salaries and benefits that match market standards. Finally, to address lack of career development, organizations should provide training, mentoring, and clear promotion pathway so employees can see their future in the company. In my opinion, organizations can no longer rely on traditional management styles. They need to adapt to the expectations of Gen Z by becoming more flexible, open, and employee-centered. So in conclusion, high employee turnover among Gen Z workers is a major talent acquisition challenge in Malaysia. The main causes include job hopping behavior, work-life balance expectations, salary dissatisfaction, and lack of career development opportunities. Therefore, organizations must adapt their strategies to meet the expectations of the modern workforce in order to retain talent and remain competitive. That is all from me. Thank you.